Hey guys, Nathan here, and you may be wondering why I am way up here, but that's exactly what I want to talk to you about, is walking this fine line and walking the fence, because the reality is many people do this when it comes to faith. They want to have God on one side and living in the world on the other. Regardless of whether they're living a life that's displeasing to God, they still want to try to hang on to both worlds. But the problem is there is no allegiance. I'm not either on one side or the other. So trying to have both makes no sense. And Jesus confirms this in Revelation 3:15-16, where he's speaking to the church at Laodicea, and he says this. He says, "I know your deeds. You are neither cold or hot, and I am going to spit you out of your mouth." And we may say, whoa, those are very harsh words, but the reality is that they were walking the fence. They were lukewarm. And it was based on their actions, or in actuality, it was based on their inactions, what they weren't doing. You see, the church got comfortable. They stopped reaching out. And that's not what God has called for us either, not just then, but now. And perhaps you may be in a place where you want to know more about God, and you've been walking on the fence and you haven't fully accepted Jesus yet. Well, I want to tell you that you can trust Him and have His full allegiance, because He is for you and not against you. He is a God who loves you, who heals, and who cares for you and has a purpose for you. Or perhaps you've known God for a while, but maybe you've gotten comfortable yourself. Maybe you need to step away from the world, step away from the ungodly habits, the sins, the people that hold you down, and embrace what God's called you, and to surround yourself with people. Or maybe it's to step out and to reach others that are different than you. No more complacency, no more coziness when it comes to walking with Christ. Or it could be stepping up, taking the time to disciple someone else, or to get more involved in leadership because that's that tug on your heart. Whatever it is, the fact is this: God has called us not to walk the fence, but to be on one side. So how are you going to impact your world today? Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd love to hear your feedback and what you've been going through. And also, make sure you put some comments below about some of the actions that you took, whether stepping away from, stepping out, or stepping up for what God has for you. Thank you.